Hello everyone, you are all welcome to lecture number 1065, and today's topic is actually the role of neurochemistry in parenting, and commonly it is called as neuroparenting. And neuroparenting is the latest branch of science or neuroscience or neurochemistry that is emerging since last almost more than 1 decade. And that branch we are calling it, that is a parenting. As you know, parenting, everybody knows that it means that the development of child from the childhood, from the age of 2, 3, up to adolescent or even up to teenage, taking care of his development of intellect, behavior, spiritual, religious, social behavior, family values. So all these things are included. But today, the emergence of that is neuroparenting is opening new door, and that door is to peep inside the chemistry of brain starting from pregnancy. That is called neuroparenting, and that is getting lot of attention, and it comes under heading that is called neuroscience. So first we have to see what is neuroscience means about our brain, and we all know that what you are, that is what your brain is. What you are, what you think, and what you think is your brain. Your neuron cells are involved in your thinking, in your imagination, in your all talking, and whatever is your personality is determined by your mental health. That is your brain, spongy cell inside your head. It is 6 to 700 gram spongy mass. That is neuron cells. And there is deep chemistry. And all this together is called neuroscience. So inside our that spongy mass, it is a very complex structure, very complex. But so latest some scientists, they have discovered that it is made up of from 80 to 100 billion neuron cells. So like average brain of human being is ranging from 80 to 100 billion neuron cells. And each cell may have 10 to 10,000 So each neuron cell is capable of connecting with 10 to 10,000 cells, connectivity. And once that connectivity is there with other neuron cells, that is called networking of these neuron cells inside the brain, complexity. And all these neuron cells, they are nothing but nitrogenous protein molecules. Some are messenger molecules, some are chemical transmitter molecules, and how our brain is working. So it is all deep neurochemistry, neuroscience. And this networking connectivity of 10 to 10,000 neuron cells may result in trillions of connection. In brain. So here I am just giving the introductory lecture to make you to understand. I am going to deliver maybe some few lectures about the neuroparenting, but this is introductory lecture just to understand what type of neuroscience is there. So it is very clear. I have given you the complexity of this brain with 80 to 100 billion neuron cells. Each cell is connected with other cell, and that is, it can form 10,000 connections to give the complex networking, just like a jungle of connectivity, and it will result in trillions of connections networking. And these neuron cells, they play a very important role, because once the child is conceived, the cell division will take place, mitosis and meiosis, and then all those cells, they will be going to divide and form different organs. So those cells which are going to form the brain, they have different chemistry. Those which are going to form the kidney or lung or liver, they are all protein molecules. They are all peptide molecules. But this is the beauty of that protein, that with different organs, their structures are different to form the different organs. So in the case of brain cell, which is called neuron cells, they have such type of structure. They are protein, peptide, and they have different type of chemicals like dopamine, serotonin, amitriptyline, so many nitrogenous compounds, and they have the networking, connectivity, where these molecules, they play an important role, and that role is the transmitting of the signal, electrical signal. That chemical is transformed into electrical signals, and some are, that is, neurotransmitters. They are transmitting the signals. That's why we are getting all those, and that is called altogether nervous system. Nervous system means is all together, all the nerve cells, mainly it is brain cells, which are giving the signals to different part of the world. And whatever we are doing, consciously or unconsciously, it is all controlled by these neuron cells. And what are these neuron cells? For example, if one cell is there, and this one cell will be having different type of and this other cell will be connected. Is a rough sketch diagram I am giving is a neuron cells. These are neuron cells. So this is the connectivity. So one cell may have connectivity up to thousands of cells. And this connectivity of these neuron cells, they are playing very important role in the generation of new cells. Because if we are learning means generation of new neuron cells. Only new neuron cells are produced when we are learning, and connectivity will be there. So the connectivity of all these neuron cells, new connectivity with different neuron cells, it depends upon your learning. If suppose someone is not learning, is ideal. His connectivity of the neuron cells will be day by day reduced. That's why now people are saying that if you are aged, maybe after the age of 70, 80, there is neuron degeneration. Neurogenesis, one is called neurogenesis, and other is called neuro one is called neurogenesis, means formation of new connectivity with new cells. It means in your brain new neuron cells are multiplying, are produced. And if suppose we are saying that you are having, that is degeneration of neuron, that is neurodegeneration, means all those connections with those cells, they are broken. And once the connection of those neuron cells starts breaking, you are towards dementia and Alzheimer's. And if you are every day learning some new thing, some new idea, some new skill, it means you are putting pressure. So in creativity in your brain inside, multiplication of lot of protein molecules are there, neuron cells and connectivities produced. So new connectivity. And that's why it is given that your each cell may have 10 to 10,000 connectivity. Some people who are fool, who are not doing anything, just lying, nothing. So their connectivity may be 100 or 200. And those who are very smart, intelligent, hardworking, every time reading, writing, creative work, creative skill, their connectivity may be 5,000-6,000. It goes up to 10,000 for each cell. So it can expand to any extent. And that's why, according to latest neuro parenting research, let me tell you, actually this branch of science, that is neuroparenting, is gaining lot of momentum in European countries, especially in UK, Belgium, and they are having different type of courses, 1 year, 2 year, 6 month courses to understand the neuroparenting. And not only it is neuroparenting, even neuromanagement courses, that if you are a manager, how to control your neurons, that is emotional intelligence, how to control your anxiety, how to control your emotion with this, all this neurochemistry. So it's a very, very interesting, complex and latest branch, that is neuroparenting. So here, what the latest research says, that if suppose child is living in such a house where grandparents are there, so once grandparents are there, he is interacting with grandparents and he is getting out of vocabulary and talking, interacting, his creativity and development will be more as compared to the families which are isolated, nuclear family with only husband and wife. So it is very, very good if suppose under one roof your child is growing under the parenting of husband, wife, then with grandparents, and of course it is in 3 stages. That one by one, all stages I am going to discuss. One stage is fully attached with mother, because that is neuroparenting, what it has done during pregnancy. So with that neuro parenting during pregnancy, what brain was developed, it is more attached to motherhood. That complex thing I will take later on when I am going to discuss the role of neuroparenting during pregnancy. It plays very important role. And then the child is within the house. Father, mother, then slowly after 1 to 3 years time, he will start interacting with parents, grandparents, and those visitors. That is very much with family affair. Then second stage will start when he will go to nursery or babysitting, whatever you call, just to have the habit formation of schooling. Then he is going to interact with different type of children, outdoor interaction. That is another group of neuroparenting. And then when he grows some 10, 12-year old, then his third door will come. First room is father, mother, and grandparents. That is very important. Neuroparenting, growth of brain. If I say neuroparenting, always it is the development of neuron cells, your brain. Brain and mind, they are different. I am talking of brain. And brain is a mass, 600, 700 gram weight inside your head. That is brain. If I say mental, it is virtual, is a more theoretical. That is mental or mind. It's not any mass. It is only, virtual means in theory. What you are thinking, what your imagination, what you are dreaming is all out of brain work, neuron cells. Then the third door, when it is open for your child, that is called friendship door, more wide range. And then here, the conflict of parenting starts, because by the time your child is towards adolescent and teenage group, and definitely he is very much interested, or he will be very much interested in making friendship with different and enjoying that company. So that is also another very important segment of neuroparenting. So this, I have already told you that this neuron cell, if they are connecting quickly, it means your child is learning quickly. And learning process is starting from infant. That is from pregnancy. That is next lecture I am going to deliver on. That is neuroparenting of pregnancy. It starts from there. To understand, to listen. First is mother, because every feed is going to infant once he is means 18 week, 20 week, 30 week, 38 week old, and how everything is growing, in the brain activities. And once child is born, he has very little connectivity. That's why he doesn't know anything. Some response will be there, because most of their neuron cells, they are not connected. They are just only in developing stage. All the neuron cells, they are in developing stage. And once slowly 1-2 connectivity will come, and then he will start understanding, hearing. First, he will start hearing. Then slowly, when there will be more connectivity of neuron cells, one by one, then for 2-3 minutes, it will develop. That is called memory development will start in the infant. That if suppose he is having, the mother is having some talk or something, the infant, the information goes to infant, and it will stay for a few minutes. But at the last moment of 9 months, he can retain up to 10 minute, 20 minute memory. And that's why once child is born, he can first recognize among all the voice of mother, because from inside itself it is already programmed in his brain. So it's a very interesting topic. So with this I will stop. So here I will stop, and in the next lecture I am going to discuss about the neuroparenting during pregnancy, and one by one I will be discussing all the neurochemistry. Few lectures is a very interesting branch of neuroscience, that is neuroparenting, and learning process also. That is, every parent, every child, every student should listen these lectures to improve their knowledge for their children's growth and parenting. Thank you very much for watching the lecture. Wish you all the best.